Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is David Hyman, your tour guide in Israel. Today's tour is to Makhtesh Ramon, the Ramon Crater. So the name Ramon is because the Arabs, for many years, they knew that there was old ancient Roman roads that traversed the Negev, and they called it Raman after the Romans. So from Raman it became Ramon. That's the name of the Ramon Crater. So there's the crater below us. You can see it's about 70 kilometers long and about 20 kilometers wide. And there's this sheer cliff of about 200 meters, which is where I'm standing right now. This is the northern rim of the Makhtesh, of the crater. Ramon Crater. It's a unique geological phenomena. It's an erosion crater, which means that it wasn't formed by some kind of a meteorite or a volcano. It was formed with erosion of the rocks when all the cliffs started to collapse inside, and the river in the middle, you can see a dry riverbed, the Ramon River, was the way all the water and all the soft terrain drained out, and what was left was this enormous circle, the Ramon Crater. There, you can see from the bulb, shoots out the flower. Makhtesh Ramon is on a mountain 1,000 meters high. That's higher than Jerusalem. So just be aware that when you come here in the winter, or even as late as April, May, bring a jacket, because at nights it can be chilly. You can get a room in the new renovated youth hostel. Look how close it is to the view. A few words about the town of Makhtesh Ramon. It's a very small town, about 5,000 people. It was founded in the 1950s on the old road from Beersheba to Eilat. It was founded as a miner's town. The plan was for them to mine for rocks and minerals in the crater. After a few years, it really turned out that the minerals and the rocks that are in the crater are not very lucrative, and then the town changed its economy to tourism. There's a few things you can do in the city. There's a small zoo, there's the alpaca farm, and of course there's the visitor center, which is this here. You can do a tour of the visitor center, and of course you can walk the path we just did on the northern rim. So these are the ibex. So they're so accustomed to humans, they don't even bother to get up and run anymore. They're just happy to relax in the shade. This is a young male. You can see he's got a goatee, and you can count his age on his horns. So every 2 bumps is like 1 year. So this young male, he was 3 years old. There are many activities to choose from when you're in the Ramon Crater area. You can go for a jeep ride, you can go on a mountain bike ride, you can go rappelling off the cliffs of the crater, or you can just join me on one of my walks, on our nature walk in the crater. So the Ramon Crater area in the Negev desert is a great place to go hiking. Lots of trails. Make sure you stay on the path. Where this trail is, we're going to search for a small water hole called Gev Yalak. We can see this is how this rock shelter was formed, because the softer rock erodes faster. You can see how soft it is. It crumbles in my finger. So the softer rock crumbles faster, and the harder rock stays on top until it loses its grip and collapses down, as these enormous boulders have collapsed. Bedouins, they built a small rock shelter out of bricks, out of local rocks, with mud mixed with straw. It would probably be like a stash, just to put their stuff in here. If you're in the desert and you're completely on your own, I think it's a great idea to sit very, very quietly and try and observe the wildlife, especially if you're near a water source. So while we were sitting near the water hole, here are some of the birds and animals that showed up. So first we saw these rock martins. They were coming down for a drink. You can see how they fly down to the water and scoop up just so they can drink some water. After that, we saw this wheatear. In Hebrew, this bird is called sal'it. This was the most friendliest bird we saw. He came around a lot, probably was hungry because he enjoyed our crumbs. This is a black start. In Hebrew, shchor zanav. You can see how he has a black tail and he kind of wags it open. He's very, very friendly, comes really close, but not too close. Then we were surprised to see this beautiful rodent, the golden spiny mouse. So he has like a golden color fur. Actually, they call it spiny because the fur is more like spines, like spikes. He's known to be a daytime mouse, so he's one of the very few animals you can see during the day. And this was a big surprise. Suddenly, Shiri pointed out a pink bird. I look around, and there's the Sinai rosefinch, in Hebrew, Vardit Sinai. This is such a beautiful bird and very, very rare. So we were so happy to see it. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our tour of the Ramon Crater, Makhtesh Ramon in the Negev Desert in Israel. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And write a comment, tell me where you want to go on our next tour of wonderful Israel. And until then, shalom, shalom, bye-bye, take care. See you on our next tour.